Hello. Today we're going to be talking about TESS, which is the Danielson model. It was created by Charlotte Danielson. It was based on her work. TESS stands for Teacher Excellence Support System. Okay? It was developed as an evaluation tool and support system for all licensed teachers. And it was developed around Charlotte Danielson's model of 4 frameworks. And here is the image that I found of her 4 frameworks. The first one is planning and preparation. The second one is classroom environment. The third one is instruction. And the fourth one is professional responsibilities. Now, all of these work together to create a well-balanced classroom. Okay? For the first one, we have planning and preparation. Now this can include lesson plans or assessments. It's found everywhere. Everything that you do with the students, you must be prepared and you must have planned it out and know how it fits into the standards. And then in class, this is the picture, this poster here is what some of my classmates made, and they showed that, you know, it takes knowledge and there's a brain, and then like classroom management, a group of it. Here, we can enlarge it so we can see. Let's see. You have to know your content, the knowledge of the students, the knowledge of content, and the knowledge of the pedagogy. Okay? Now, for the next one, we have Domain 2, and that's classroom environment. Now, that includes classroom management, transitions, materials and supplies, rituals and routines, and organization. Classroom management is how you manage your classroom. I know that it's redundant, but that's what it is. Transitions is how you move from one subject to another, or even one part of the lesson to another, and those are important so that it keeps the students' attentions. Now, you must make sure that you have all your materials and supplies ready, and you must think ahead to how you are going to have the students use them, and try to make sure that it doesn't take away from instructional time. And then rituals and routines, it's very important that the students know these. That way you're not wasting instructional time having them goof off, or not know what to do, or even having to reteach the rituals. And then also, it's very important for you to be organized. Now, this is another poster that was made in the class the other day, and it's with classroom management. It's important that it's a safe zone. You must have your rules and your materials, and then you can group your kids into different groups if you want to. Okay, depending on what's best for the lesson. Okay, Domain 3 is instruction, and this can include many things. It's basically how you teach. The group dynamics, you need to make sure that you're not using the same group of students. You're not grouping the students the same every single time. Use Bloom so that you know that it's rigorous enough. Proximity works when you're working with the students. You need to provide feedback. It's very important for the students. Make sure that you're using the right question techniques. You're demonstrating restraint when it comes to you getting frustrated with students. And then you have to be able to self-assess yourself and see if you need to adjust or reteach the lesson. But you also need to teach the students how to self-assess themselves. And then also you need to, you know, provide discussion if they have any questions. Now, this is the poster that my group and I made, and we have the teacher and she's talking to the students, and they're all engaged because that one, there's a light bulb going off. He knows what's going on. He's talking to the student. He's thinking about what's being said. The teacher is providing feedback. Now, these green and red cards here, this tells us that this group, they understand what's going on, but this group needs help, so she's going to move there next. Okay? Then we have Domain 4, which is professionalism. And in this domain, you need to be able to reflect on teaching, on your teaching, and see if you need to adjust. You need to maintain records. That way, if there's any questions, if you're noticing something that needs to be addressed, it's documented. And basically, you just need to keep records also for legal purposes. You need to communicate effectively, and that includes the parents, the students, the administration. You need to make sure that you're communicating with everybody, and when you do, it's effective. And then you need to participate in relationships with colleagues. You need to know them well enough that if you ever have to work in a group with them or write a grant with them, you know them enough that you can do this. Also, no matter how old we get, we can still learn. So you still need to attend classes and conferences. And then you also need to be aware of your ethical conduct under professionalism, okay? So all of these domains, when you put together, it makes your class run smoothly. You look more professional. And I forgot to mention, this is the Domain 4 poster, and it basically says what I have over here. So thank you.